Good morning everyone. This is As Mohammad Khan and I welcome you in today's segment student. Today we will discuss one important life process student, that is respiration. Yes student, respiration. Respiration is the important process from which we get the energy, and we get the energy with the help of this process student, because in this process what happens student, there is oxidation of the food takes place. Means the food that we take, it is oxidized with the help of respiration, and in this process there is one gas is also released in our body, that is carbon dioxide. So it is the importance that we get the energy, and we also repair the different organs inside our body, and we also grow with the help of respiration. Now in this student, what we do, we respire. We do the respiration with the help of one important function student, that is known as breathing. Yes student, breathing. What is breathing student? Inhalation and exhalation of air is known as breathing. Means when we inhale the air, then that process is known as breathe in, and when we exhale the air, that is known as breathe out. When we inhale, then what we do, we inhale the air student, and in the inhaling the air, as you know that in the environment or in the atmosphere there is 21% oxygen is found, and that 21% is entered inside our body, and that is utilized, means that oxygen is utilized in our body with the help of different organs that are known as respiratory organ. And after this there is carbon dioxide is produced, and that carbon dioxide is removed, and when we remove it, when we exhale it, then that process is known as breathe out. So respiration is the process of the oxidation of the food to get energy or to repair and to grow the living organisms. Without this, we can't get the energy. Now in your book, there is one activity is given student. In this, you can take the two test tube, and both the test tube you will fill with the lime water. Yes, lime water. Now you tell me the formula of lime water student, because you have done this. We have done in chapter 1. What is the formula of lime water? Lime water. Yes, tell me. What is the formula of lime water? It is CaOH2, means calcium hydroxide. It is the formula of lime water, and both the test tube we will fill by the calcium hydroxide. Now what we do, we take one pichkari or one injection student, and that injection we will fill with air, and in another we will take only one tube or one straw pipe. We can take the straw pipe from which we take the juice or milk student. So first what we will do, we will apply or we will pass the air from the pichkari into this. Now in this we will not observe any change in the lime water, but when we will pass the air, when we blow out the air or when we exhale the air inside the lime water here, then what we will observe, we will observe the white precipitate here, white precipitate, and that white precipitate is calcium carbonate, student, CaCO3, and this white precipitate will be formed here. White precipitate will be formed, and we will know that the gas that we exhale here, it is CO2. And with the help of this, we will know that in the exhaling, we breathe out carbon dioxide. Which gas we breathe out? We breathe out carbon dioxide. And the respiration process is taking place inside our body. With the help of this activity, we will know. And the biochemical reaction that will take place here in the test tube B will be CaOH2 plus CO2, and in this what will be formed? CaCO3. It is precipitate, and with this there will be water. Student, water is formed here. So when we will observe here, then what we will found? We will found the white precipitate, and with this white precipitate we will also get the water here. It is water, and this reaction is known as precipitation reaction, student. So with the help of the precipitation reaction, we can know that we breathe out carbon dioxide, and that carbon dioxide is formed inside our body when the food is oxidized. Means when the food is oxidized inside our body, then there is one gas is produced, and it is carbon dioxide, and we breathe out it with the help of breathing. Now we come on the types of respiration. There are the two types of respiration, student: aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration. The respiration that takes place in the presence of air, that respiration is known as aerobic respiration. And the respiration that takes place in the absence of air or in the lack of air, that respiration is known as anaerobic respiration. Aerobic respiration is found in the higher organisms like plants and animals, student. And we also have the aerobic respiration. Anaerobic respiration is found in the lower organism, student. It is found in the lower organism like the microorganism. Microorganisms have anaerobic respiration. We also have in our body, student, anaerobic respiration. Where we have it in our muscles. When we do the physical exercise, student, when we do the physical exercise, at that time we need more energy. So to get the energy, we have the anaerobic respiration in our muscles, because we do the exercise with the help of muscles. In this, student, the lactose that is found in our muscle, that lactose is oxidized, and we get the energy, and lactose is converted into lactic acid, and due to which, or due to the formation of the lactic acid, we have the muscular cramps or pain or the tiredness in our muscles, in our body. So it is due to the anaerobic respiration. In general, we have the aerobic respiration, but during the exercise or the hard work, we also do the anaerobic respiration. So both types of respiration is found in our body. Now we will differentiate aerobic and anaerobic, and it is the most important concept, student, and it is generally asked in your board exam. Student, now we will discuss the difference in between aerobic and anaerobic respiration. So with the help of this word, you can understand aerobic means the respiration that takes place in the presence of air is known as aerobic respiration, and the respiration that takes place in the absence of air is known as anaerobic respiration. Now in this, what happens, student? In aerobic respiration, the glucose is broken down into pyruvate or pyruvic acid, and this process is known as glycolysis, student. Means when the glucose is broken down into pyruvate, and in this the 6 carbon compound is broken into 3 carbon compound, and in this also, student, some amount of energy is released, and what is it? It is 2 ATP. Means adenosine diphosphate is converted into adenosine triphosphate, from which we get the energy. That's why ATP is also known as the currency of the cell. So 2 ATP is produced here. Now in the aerobic respiration, this pyruvate is turned into carbon dioxide, water and energy in the presence of oxygen, student. And this process is known as Krebs cycle, and the energy that is formed here, it is 36 ATP, and the total energy that is produced in the aerobic respiration, it is 38 ATP, student. So you learn it. Now in the anaerobic respiration, in this also the glucose is broken down into pyruvate, and in this 2 ATP is released, and this process is known as glycolysis, and the pyruvate is turned into lactic acid, student. And due to the formation of the lactic acid, we have the muscular cramp or muscular pain in our body. It is the formula of lactic acid, and what is it? CH3CHOH COOH, and in this also the 2 ATP is released, and the total ATP 4 ATP is released in the anaerobic respiration, student. Now this aerobic respiration takes place in both cytoplasm and mitochondria, but anaerobic respiration takes place only in the cytoplasm, student. Now aerobic respiration is found in all the higher organisms, and it is found in the lower organisms. It takes place in the presence of oxygen, student, but it takes place in the absence or the lack of oxygen. Like in the lack of oxygen, this process is found, student, that is pyruvate is turned into lactic acid in our muscles. It takes place in the lack of oxygen. And in this aerobic respiration, student, the respiratory substrate means the food substance from which we get the energy, or the food substance that is oxidized, that is known as respiratory substrate, and that respiratory substrate is completely broken, from which we get the more energy due to the aerobic respiration, student. So the respiratory substrate is completely broken in this, but in this anaerobic respiration, the respiratory substrate is incompletely broken, student. It is incompletely broken. Next is, this is found in the higher organisms like the plants, animals, human being. It is found, and it is found in the microorganism and the muscle of the animals. So it is about the aerobic and anaerobic respiration. It is the most important concept, student. You will try to learn it, and you will also write it in your notebook, because generally it is asked in your board exam. Thank you very much and have a pleasant day.